Hi everybody, welcome back to Ray Jensen Radio Podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in to the show today. Pertama-tama buat yang belum subscribe di Ray Jensen Radio, please do subscribe and like the video, really will help us a lot. And to support the podcast even more, please try to comment in what your opinion of the podcast in this comment section below. So, episode ini adalah episode terakhir kita dalam rangka kolaborasi dengan Jakarta Dessert Week. And this guest, our guest needs no introduction sebenarnya. He's a really amazing chef, punya restoran yang khusus dessert di Ubud, terkenal seluruh dunia. Di Chef Table di Netflix punya episode sendiri, dan dia adalah mentor-mentor bagi banyak teman-teman gue di Jakarta, Bali, bahkan sampai di luar Indonesia sana. So please welcome Chef Will Goldfarb dari Room for Dessert. Thank you very much and enjoy the show. Hi guys, welcome back to the show. Thank you very much for tuning in to the podcast today. And kita udah punya very special guest, Chef Will Goldfarb dari Room for Dessert. Chef, thank you very much. It's an honor to finally we can talk. I'm a big fan. Long time.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be on your show. Long time listener, first time caller.
And is the restaurant open?
Yes, it's actually open right now. I'm running back from a table to talk to you.
All right, congratulations, Chef. Congratulations. It's been a hell of a year.
That's right. We've been still fighting, so we say, masih hidup, still alive, man.
Yeah, yang penting masih hidup.
Yeah, still. But our staff, I'm really proud of our staff. They do such an amazing job. They've been fighting for the last 8 months, and they're still fighting. So we're not going to go down easily. I will put it that way.
Yes.
And we are still here, still cooking every day. In fact, we are cooking more than ever. Our meals program is going through the roof, so that's the biggest thing we're focusing on now. Almost all of the food right now we are cooking, we are giving away.
Yeah, we definitely want to talk about that, the Dharmabuns program, right? But first, I want to talk about you first, Chef. You have achieved amazing success in Room for Dessert and in your career for the past years, especially with the Chef's Table.
I've been very lucky.
Especially with the Chef Table and the new Room for Dessert, which is huge. I personally never been there. I was planning to go there in this June this year.
Yeah.
After my marriage, I'm supposed to be married this year in June. And after that we're going to like culinary tour, me and my wife, but it haven't happened yet. So, but yeah, can you tell us the viewers and the listeners about a bit of background story? Most of my listeners obviously have known you, but
sure.
Can you tell us a bit of background story?
I'll give you the 1,000 rupiah version. So it can get changed. So I mean, I've been in restaurants now for more than 30 years. I started on Long Island as a teenager, parking cars, bartending, bussing tables, caddying golf shoes around. Excuse me one moment.
It's okay, Chef, no problem. So lagi service, guys. So by the way, tadi kita lagi ngobrolin tentang background story-nya kan. Chef Will Goldfarb ini kalau dia nggak punya waktu pasti untuk jelasin secara detail background story-nya. Mungkin kalian bisa ke Netflix nonton langsung Chef Table. Udah bisa background story. It's okay, Chef. It's okay.
So back. So yeah, I started working all over. I mean, basically every job in a restaurant, front of house I've done. I used to drive the limo, drive drunk people home from the bar, waiter, host, everything. I started cooking when I was finishing college, and then I used it as an excuse to delay going to law school. I had a chance then to work around France, Italy, and Spain. I worked in a great pastry shop in Paris, a great trattoria in Florence, amazing fine dining place in Spain, which at the time was I would say the best place in the world, but certainly the most exciting place to be a young chef at the time.
Yeah.
And I came back to the States, met my wife, around 2001. Had a chance to open Room for Dessert in New York in 2005. Moved to Bali 2008. Had a chance to open Room for Dessert again 2014. And then we've had a really amazing run here. And I think a couple of years ago, things sort of changed again. We had a really nice year, much like we did around 2006 in New York. And, if you stick around long enough, you get a good year every 10. So I'm really lucky to still be here. I'd say, we're now facing probably the biggest challenge for our whole industry, but our staff have been really, really amazing. So I'm just really proud to still be on the other end of the line right now.
Yeah, and you always like a lot of my friends now in Jakarta is have worked with you, like Ardika, and really knows you. Everyone is a big fan of you, basically. But then
we try to share the love, and there's a lot of great people. I mean, I look even on your podcast list from Jocelyn, Nabila. A lot of the fun people we know in Jakarta are friends of ours, and kind of, let's say, part of the extended Room for Dessert family.
Yeah, but is it your company policy to hire young, exciting people to work for you and build their character, build their skill, and everything?
Well, I mean, we only work with young Indonesian people, so I don't know that. I think most of the people that start here as apprentice from culinary school. So the most important thing is a good attitude. But yeah, we don't have any import product in the food or in the kitchen. So we have a lot of talent. We have a lot of talent here in Bali and in Indonesia. Our staff is very diverse, primarily Balinese, but we have substantial from Sumba as well now, working directly with Sumba Hospitality Foundation. Wow. From Jakarta always, from Sumatra, from Bandung, from all over. We're really proud to have this amazing family of young Indonesian talent. It's such an amazing country, and we're just lucky to be here.
Yeah, I think everybody is also grateful that you decided to choose Bali to open Room for Dessert.
Well, I mean, I think always you need both. You need two sides to make it work. So we are a big family here, and we're really lucky. And we just try to be respectful and take care of the people that are here as well as we can.
Yeah. So, Chef, in the beginning, I'm really curious about, because Room for Dessert is a concept so foreign to Indonesian at that time, right? Like dessert and only restaurant. And you mentioned about sticking around.
Yeah.
How do you manage to get by in the early years when nobody knows is familiar about the concept?
One moment and I will explain. I'm pausing and then I will answer that question. That's a good question.
Yeah. Lagi service, so have to understand, guys. Jadi kalau for those of you yang belum tahu Room for Dessert, ini kan dessert only restoran, bahkan ada tasting course dessert. Itu berarti ya makanan manis semua. Jadi sebelum sekarang kan restoran udah besar, tapi sebelum ada big success yang comes dari chef table, itu restorannya kecil banget gitu. Dan pasti kalau misalnya restoran kecil begitu ya, nah ini kita langsung aja dengar. Yes, chef.
So listen, the first years were really difficult. I mean, we were like a small experimental dessert bar on the outskirts of Ubud, and nobody really know about us. We don't do any marketing, no sign, never open during the day. And of course, doing a kind of unusual concept. I mean, to be fair, I think in Indonesia, you have a long tradition of people stopping for a sweet or a coffee time or a sweet thing. Yeah. Maybe not as a nighttime activity, but I think the transition was quite good. Our clientele from Indonesia are really loyal. We have people driving down from Surabaya to come in for dessert. We're really blessed. But yeah, the first few years were very tricky. I mean, to be honest, it's a lot like now. You just don't take any customer for granted. and you work all day and just try to do one plate at a time as well as you can, build the team as well as you can, and stick around. And we got lucky, a few years in, we got some attention from this show that's really helped us globally. But to be honest, by our 5th year, I think we were quite well established in Indonesia and Bali, and frankly in Europe as well, and Southeast Asia as well. I just, we weren't necessarily like a international phenomenon. But I think I was proud of what we achieved in the first 5 years organically. And we were able to able to prepare a beautiful book as well, which was really important to me. So I'm really happy about what we achieved. But definitely there was a lot of long and lonely nights, much like now.
So talk us through about when the coronavirus hits Bali, Chef. You must really full, like maybe you're really full all the time, but when it hits, then what happens?
Yeah, I mean, normally now we are like 3 months ahead for a table, and we do 5 seatings a night, and then we woke up one morning and we are closed. So the most important thing for us was to make sure that we take care of the people that work here through money and food. And the minute that we were able to do that, we decided to start cooking for the community. That's through our Dharmabuns initiative. And as soon as we were able to take care of the community, we decided to start opening a little bit step by step. We're working on doing delivery, then takeaway, then a pop-up shop in Canggu, doing events everywhere, cooking classes online, every possible thing that we can do to grow, to stay alive. And we started to do a market here, a pasar, and then a happy hour and a dinner, and now back to dessert tasting from the first week of August.
Okay. So you mentioned about the community with Dharmabuns, right?
Yes.
Usually when there's things like this happens, bad things happen, people usually think about themselves first, right? But why? Usually, but the interesting about Room for Dessert is you came out with this amazing program called Dharmabuns. You feed the hungry people. I heard about it when you mentioned it in the press conference with Jakarta Dessert Week.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that, Chef?
Sure. I mean, there's a lot of hungry people here, and people are starving to death, and that's not going to change. So we like to focus with our team. No matter how difficult things are, there's always someone who needs help more than you do. And I think that's a really important attitude. And again, we are cooks. That's our job. So when there's a problem, we cook our way through it. We don't Instagram our way out of it. We cook our way out of it.
Yeah.
So for us, it's very simple. People need to eat, and we want to cook. So we put the two of them together. And that was our biggest project. We're about to start raising money for it for the first time. We've done everything so far ourselves, but we want to expand the meals to 5,000 a month right now. Currently, we do between 80 and 150 meals a day. We deliver to orphanage in Ubud, birthing clinic, senior center, hospital, which is a COVID center, Banjars. Anyone who's hungry can come here, get a nice meal of fresh cooked food with great ingredients, same quality we eat, same quality we sell as our staff meal, and for absolutely nothing, not even an explanation. We just don't want people to feel like there is supposed to be some shame about being hungry, because there's not. And we also don't want people to feel like because they're hungry, they shouldn't get to eat healthy food, because that's simply not true. So we work really hard with our suppliers. We cook great quality, antibiotic-free chicken, organic vegetables, freshly cooked, nice rice, great vegetables, fresh sambals, Western food. I hate the term Western food, but just as a catch-all. Continental food, Balinese food, Indonesian, Sumbanese. We rotate the menu every day, and it's always a nice, balanced, healthy meal. We are assuming for the people we cook for, that's probably their only food for the day. So we want to make sure they properly eat. For our staff, we serve 2 meals a day. And again, we assume that's their only food for the day, and they're working all day. So it's really important right now not to be selfish, and it's really important not to take care of people, not for the marketing purposes, because it's the right thing to do. That's why we have been doing it for 6 months, and people are just hearing about it now.
Yeah. And how can people can contribute, Chef, if they want to donate some money, for example?
Yeah, they can contact us directly on Instagram or Facebook, or they can text me. You can give them my number.
Yeah.
Or you can give them Vivi's number, and we set up. We share the banking information, and they can just make a donation. 20,000 pays for one meal for one hungry person.
Yeah. So guys,
if you want to, let's see, if you for 10 million, if you want to donate 10 million, I'll send you a signed book. For 100 million, I'll do a cooking class for your family here at the But remember, as little as 20,000 makes a difference in somebody's life.
Yeah, so guys, jadi buat yang donate, yang mau donate, this is very important. Kalau misalnya ada panggilan untuk bantu programnya Dharmabuns, Chef Will Goldfarb punya amazing program Feed the Hungry People. Sekarang udah mulai PSBB transisi kalau di Jakarta, tapi di daerah lain itu banyak yang belum, dan masih banyak orang kelaparan yang perlu bantuan kita semua. So nanti gue kasih detailnya semua kalau mau donasi di mana. Okay, Chef. So how are things when you're open?
How are things?
Yeah, now.
I mean, every day is a different challenge. Our grocery store in Canggu is going well. Our parties are great. We have a little block party every Friday in Ubud. We do jazz on Tuesdays. It's super fun. We have a lot of crowds from Jakarta coming on the weekends. I mean, it's not as busy as we would like. Well, that's not true. It is busy enough for us. We're super happy. But we are getting a chance to spend more time with our Indonesian guests, and that's been really the best thing about this experience.
Yeah, a lot from Jakarta is, my friend personally come, like everything is cheap. The hotel is cheap in Bali, right now, so they always come there.
Yeah, please. Ubud is quiet. I think Ubud can use a little bit of love right now. But yeah, we are here. We're cooking, and Tuesday to Saturday we're here every day. So come, let us cook for you. We've been doing a lot lately. We've had a lot of requests for private lunches because we have such a big outdoor space, and people are a bit nervous of being enclosed. So all of our dining is outdoor. We've been doing private tasting menus for lunch in the afternoon when the restaurant is closed. But yeah, like I said, just reach out to us. It's a great time for special requests.
Okay, great. I know Indonesian love special requests. So
everyone loves special requests.
So, Chef, I wouldn't hold you longer for your service. Really, I thank you a lot for this opportunity for us.
No, I'm super grateful. I'm really appreciative of the call, and I'm so happy we have the time to sit and talk together. And I hope that we'll be able to do it again.
Yes, and next time maybe we do it in the garden, Chef.
Yeah, maybe live. Yeah, exactly. Maybe we do it together. That would be really great. I would really like that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chef. So guys, thank you very much udah dengerin podcast kita hari ini. Jangan lupa kalau yang di Bali yang lagi dengerin, main ke Ubud, visit Chef with Goldfarb di Room for Dessert atau di pasarnya. Dan kalau jangan lupa yang tadi mau support Dharmabuns, ini kontak detailsnya nanti gue kasih semua. Jangan lupa subscribe di Regensen Radio Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, dan Anchor App. Thank you again, Chef Will Goldfarb, for the opportunity. We hope Room for Dessert have a successful year ahead now.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So looking forward to see you. Thanks a lot, Ray. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. You're very welcome, Chef. So thank you, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.